Okay, hey, I'm going to be talking about the Webman mod version 1.45.10. I'm going to do a quick installation to talk a little bit about the Webman Launchpad that goes along with it, version 0.17 for the 4.81.1 Rebug firmware. Okay, so I've installed the updater right there, and I'm going to install the Webman mod rather by holding the L1. I'm going to install the full version. There you can install just the light version or just the VSH menu, which is this one here. I reloaded it up. It does a restart after you do the install, and you can see a little bit of details in there. And currently I'm having trouble finding the Webman mod itself, so I went ahead and I'm starting to install the Webman Launchpad now. And funny enough, Webman mod shows up now for some reason. So if anyone's having that glitch, just maybe restart your console or install another package file. Here you could see that I could browse the PS3, PS2 games. It automatically knows where to look if you put these games in the correct location, either on your internal, external, or network drive. And being excited, I found this. I ignored the installation of the Webman Launchpad, and I guess I'll go through that later because there's something I'd like to talk about. Being on the Rebug 4.81, however, the 4.81 version 2 firmware from Rebug. So there you have it. I've launched one of the games directly ISO from the ISO PS2 format from the PS2 ISO file, and you can see the PS2 title launched, but the game didn't load. And I just wanted to show that first because that was my first attempt, and I realized that the Cobra mode was not enabled. So by installing Multiman, the latest one over this, it enabled the Cobra mode, and that got it going. So I already had the PS2 Classic of the same game loaded up there. So when I clicked on that, it loaded it as a PS2 Classic, Webman did, and then I loaded it from the ISO launcher there. This is a result of having the PS2 Classic license file installed. So that's the game loaded there. Everything's hunky-dory. Moving on, so we could load, for example, PS3 games and PS1 games and PSP games and Blu-ray and DVD ISO files. Okay, so that's that. Next up, I want to show you about the Webman Launchpad version 0.17. That's meant for the Rebug 4.81.1 firmware. So here I'm just going to do the installation for, it says 4.81.1. However, I'm on 4.81.2, and just to show you as a demonstration, this doesn't work, and I've tried it on different consoles, both NAND and NOR, all on Rebug 4.81.2 firmware, and this is what happens. It's kind of blank right there. So of course you're gonna have to go ahead and restore from your backup. Please do not erase your backup if you're planning on fiddling around with this Webman Launchpad. Okay, so back to Webman mod. It has quite a few features actually, so I just wanted to flip down through. This is all in French. I'm going to show it again quickly in English. But you could do things like turn off the PSN servers, like block PSN servers. I'm not really too sure of the validity of that. So if anyone has more experience on blocking the PSN servers using Webman, please let me know in the comments below. And then in the configuration file, you could do a lot of things. You could change your console ID and hotkeys. There's hotkeys. Everyone likes hotkeys, so this is one I'd like to show you. I'll show it again in English very shortly. Okay, and here is the same thing in English, and I couldn't find the menu in English, but here's me restoring the backup for the Webman Launchpad, just to give a demonstration on how that's done. So I think that's about it. You can play around with Webman yourself on Rebug 4.81.2, and I encourage you to enjoy. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Have a good day.